Welcome in, guys. I'm Noah Caster from the BenchWarmers, and this is going to be my mock draft 3.0, my final mock draft before the actual draft comes out. I'd like to mention that we do have that 100 subscriber goal. If you guys could hit that subscribe button, you'll be entered to win something, free giveaway that we're doing for our first 100 subscribers, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let's get right into it with my first pick with the Arizona Cardinals. Listen, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to say that. I know I said that a lot last time. I'll try to keep it to a minimum here. But with the first pick, Cardinals, I still have them picking Kyler Murray. I think it's just a done deal at this point. Kyler Murray going number 1 overall. Number 2 overall, I have the 49ers taking Nick Bosa. I think he's one of the safest picks in this draft. A really good pass rusher, really good edge rusher, which the 49ers need. So I have them taking Nick Bosa. With the third pick, I have the Jets taking Quinnen Williams, another really safe pick. Guy flourished at Alabama, really good at providing pressure in the interior. I think the Jets need a guy like that, a really leader for their defense, so I think that's a great pickup for them. The Raiders, I have them taking Ed Oliver. I think he's a really good prospect coming out of Houston, just an insane pro day. I think he's one of the top 5 best players in this draft, so I have them taking Ed Oliver. Number 5, I have the Buccaneers taking Josh Allen. Kind of slips a little bit out of the top 4, but Josh Allen, another really good edge rusher. I think the Buccaneers need a leader on that defense that was really bad last year, so Josh Allen, really good player that they're going to get. Next up, we have the Giants. I have them taking Jawaan Taylor. They really need to build up that offensive line. I know they tried to address it last year in the draft. Didn't really stick. I think Jawaan Taylor is going to be a centerpiece for that offensive line for years to come. A great pickup for them. Next up, we have the Jaguars. I have them taking Jonah Williams. They paid Nick Foles all that money. They need to protect him. Jonah Williams can play guard, but I see him more as a tackle. I know he has shorter arms, but at tackle, he's going to flourish on the Jaguars, so I have them picking him. Next up, we got the Lions. I have them taking Devin White. They really need a leader at linebacker and then just a leader on that defense that has been really just struggling besides Darius Slay, so I think Devin White's going to be a great pickup for them. Next up, we got the Bills. I have them taking Andre Dillard. They need to protect Josh Allen. He was scrambling way too much last year. Andre Dillard is going to be a great addition for that offensive line to protect Josh Allen. Next up, we got the Broncos. I have them taking Devin Bush, just adding to that defense. They're going to win games by playing good defense. Joe Flacco isn't the answer. They're going to need to hold teams to a lower score. I think Devin Bush is going to be a great pick for them. Next up, we got the Bengals. I have them taking Montez Sweat. Obviously, an insane combine, great speed, great push off the line. I think he struggles with the stronger guards or tackles, but I think he's going to be a really good pickup for them. Next up, we got the Packers. I have them taking TJ Hockenson. If this guy's on the board at 12, you are rushing up to the podium. Can block, can go out and catch. I think he's going to be a great addition and a great weapon for Aaron Rodgers to use closing out his career. Next up, we got the Dolphins. I have them taking Rashaan Gary. They need to build up that defense. Basically need to take best player available. I think that's Rashaan Gary. He kind of struggled at Michigan, but he was getting doubled and triple teamed. I think Rashaan Gary, another great talent in this draft. Next up, we got the Falcons. I have them taking Greedy Williams. I think they just need to add more to that defense. They got hurt a lot last year. I think they have a really good team. They have the pieces to make another run at the Super Bowl. They just need their team to stay healthy. They'll take in Greedy Williams. It'd be a really good pick for them. Next up, we got the Redskins. I have them taking Drew Lock. Obviously, Case Keenum isn't the long-term solution there. Drew Lock kind of falls in their lap here, and I think they'll be excited to take a quarterback with this much potential in Drew Lock. Next up, we got the Panthers. Again, I have them taking Brian Burns. I think he's just a perfect fit for this defense. Basically, exactly like Julius Peppers, really good, kind of undersized, but I think he's going to be really key to the Panthers getting back to really playing good defense, which is their staple there. Next up, we got the Giants. If this guy lands here, they need to pick him. Dwayne Haskins, really build the future of that franchise. They need a quarterback. Eli, obviously deteriorating, isn't the answer for the next couple years. If Dwayne Haskins falls this far, which I think he will, I think they need to pick him. Next up, we got the Vikings. I have them taking Cody Ford. They need interior offensive line help, especially with the Packers getting a pass rush. The Bears, obviously, great defense. And then the Lions picking up more pass rush. They need people to protect their investment in Kirk Cousins. I think Cody Ford is going to be able to do that for them. Next up, we got the Titans. Marcus Mariota needs more weapons. The Titans need to figure out if Marcus Mariota is the guy, so they need to build up that offense around him and see if he can do something because he is coming at the end of his contract. So Nkeal Harry, a really good receiver, is going to be a great weapon for Marcus Mariota to kind of prove if he's the leader of that franchise. Next up, we got the Steelers. I have them taking Byron Murphy. Probably the best corner in this draft. I think Quinnen Williams is getting a little bit overhyped. Byron Murphy coming out of Washington, really good press corner. I think he's going to be a great fit for that gritty Steelers defense. Next up, we got the Seahawks, obviously paying Russell Wilson all that money. I think they need some help on defense. Probably going to have to let some of their superstars go. So I have them taking Taylor Rapp, a really good safety, going to try and replace Earl Thomas. So Taylor Rapp, really good box safety. I think he's going to fit great into that Seahawks defense. Next up, I got the Ravens. I have them taking DK Metcalf. I have him falling a little bit in this draft. Obviously, it's a question of his breaks, if he can run NFL routes, but I still think he's a great talent, and Lamar Jackson needs more weapons on the outside, so I think it's going to be an easy pickup for the Ravens. Next up, we got the Texans. I have them taking Dalton Risner. The Texans need an offensive line badly to protect Deshaun Watson, who has had leg injuries in the past, and just need a clean pocket for him. So Dalton Risner is going to really help out that Texans offensive line. Next up, we got the Raiders, their second pick of the first round. I have them taking Jerry Tillery, really a guy you don't hear of very much going in the first round. He's had some consistency issues, also character issues off the field, but I think he's a first-round talent. I think the Raiders are really going to take a chance on him. They seem like that team, John Gruden, taking a chance on this kid. So I have them taking Jerry Tillery. Next up, we got the Eagles. I have them taking Greg Little. Just really that offensive line is getting a little bit old. I think you need to protect Carson Wentz, who is starting to become injury prone. Try and give him a clean pocket. Greg Little is going to help out that offensive line. Next up, we got the Colts. They really don't have a lot of holes. I think one of the bigger holes is safety. I think they need another one. Chauncy-Gardner-Johnson is going to be a great fit with an Indianapolis team that doesn't have a lot of holes and is looking to make a big playoff run. Next up, we got the Raiders, their third pick in the first round. They need more weapons. I got them taking Josh Jacobs, best running back in this draft. I had him in previous mock drafts. I just think it's a really good fit with John Gruden. Next up, we got the Chargers. I have them taking Jeffery Simmons, a first-round talent, has had some issues off the field, has had some injury history. I think this is a really good pick for the Chargers. Again, doesn't have a lot of holes, just needs more talent and depth on that team to make a bigger playoff run. Next up, we got the Chiefs. I have them taking DeAndre Baker. They need help at corner. DeAndre Baker, probably the best cornerback left on this board. So I think DeAndre Baker is a no-brainer for the Chiefs. Next up, we got the Packers. I have them taking Marquise Hollywood Brown. Aaron Rodgers needs more weapons. He got one in TJ Hockenson, an offensive line help with TJ Hockenson, and then a weapon. He needs another one. I'm giving him Marquise Hollywood Brown. I think he's going to be a great fit for Aaron Rodgers, a real speedy guy. Next up, we got the Rams. I have them taking Garret Bradbury. The Rams need some more offensive line help. Their offensive line's getting a little bit older. Garret Bradbury, really good pickup for them. And last but not least, we got the Patriots. I think if this guy falls into their lap, they need to rush up to the podium and take him right away. Noah Fant going to the Patriots with Rob Gronkowski retiring. Tom Brady needs more weapons, and Noah Fant, the most athletic tight end in this draft, the best pass-catching tight end in this draft. I think it's a no-brainer for them to pick him. That concludes my last and final mock draft before the draft. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Remember our subscriber goal. This has been the Benchwarmers, guys.